was a steep learning curve for millions of parents last year, but it's proving just as hard the second time around.
Well, that's why we're launching this morning's very own Homeschooling Club. Look at us with those hats on. Incredible. Available on our app from today. It contains everything parents need to make the next few weeks that little bit easier.
From quick lunch ideas to the best ways to get felt tip off your furniture, we'll be uploading all sorts of tips and tricks to help you get through the rest of lockdown.
And as part of our Homeschooling Club, we'll also be giving you the chance to share your children's amazing achievements by nominating them for our Star of the Week.
Whether they've finally learnt their 6 times tables, created an art masterpiece, or wowed you with their story writing skills, all you have to do is to enter via our app and tell us in less than 100 words why you think your child should be crowned this morning's Star of the Week. And don't forget to include a photo of the child, obviously, and their work.
We'll be choosing 10 deserving children every Thursday, and that's not all. Look what they'll receive as a special treat. Our friends at Smiggle have very kindly put these amazing homeschooling kits worth over £100 each, which include... What's in there, Phil?
Well, there's all sorts of little bits and pieces. You've got some erasers here, you've got some markers, all scented. There's
Is this triggering your love of stationery,
collectibles.
Phil?
Well, you know I love a bit of stationery. I do love a bit of stationery. Bit young for me, though. It's not really, you know... it's a lovely pencil case, though, and there's some headphones, and there's a water bottle there. But, you know, get me in a Ryman and I'm yours. So for... Yeah, what a catch. So... Thank you for that. So, for your child to be in with a chance to get nominating entries for this week, we'll close at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and we can't wait to see what you send in.
But if you need help right now, Alice Beer is joining us with her easy homeschooling hacks. Hi, Alice.
Oh, I'm so with you on the stationery. Give me file dividers and an A4 box file.
Dreaming.
Oh, anyone's. Listen, this has been, you know, we're laughing about this. This has been really, really hard for parents. Not just educating them, but sitting them down and helping them focus, helping them have calm times. You know, we have really thrown a lot at parents over this last year. I am so grateful that I have sort of teenagers who are able to be self-sufficient and sit down, and they have got laptops. But there are so many people doing so much more with so much less that I think we really have to help and just say, you know what, whatever you're doing it. You're giving your children something. It's just any progress is progress. So we've been thinking about some ways that we could, you know, help parents at home. And I think the most important thing is keep schools separate. You're a parent and you're being asked to do a bit of schooling. This is their home and they're being asked to go to school in their home. Keep school separate, be it an end of a table, a different chair, a designated area that makes it feel completely different to the rest of the home. So when they go into that area, that's school, and when they leave that area, that's home. I think it's really, really important. Putting on their school sweatshirt to say, this is school, I'm in school now, I think that's a really important designation, because otherwise it's just, oh, here I am, you know, I'm running from TV to school, and there's no barrier.
Just in case you were unsure of what it might look like, then this is our illustration. It is a good idea.
That's also our deputy editor's daughter.
Thank you, Tabitha.
So, you know,
well done,
Tabitha. Very good. You know, it's really important to have that designation and make school... You know, put a cloth over the telly. Just make it slightly different. Yeah, look. Lord Privy Seal, there is a cloth over the telly. I actually videoed the action of putting the cloth over the telly in case you didn't know how to do that.
Right.
Yes, I know.
Structure's important.
I don't want to teach, you know, people to suck eggs, but, you know, it really is...
Have we got an illustration for that?
Sucking an egg, no. Stop. Structure is so important. Throw stationery at it if you can, but making a timetable is really important so that you know you're going to start the beginning of the day. Oh, don't run a VT on that, for goodness sake.
No, OK, no, this is good, this is good.
Oh, that's the other deputy editor's daughter, so we couldn't do one without the other. Just getting through the structure of the day. And if that is that you're finishing at lunchtime, then great, you're finishing at lunchtime. But just knowing we're going to go from 9 o'clock to 9:30 doing this, and we're doing 9:30 to 10 doing this, and then we're going to stop. And I'm going to go over there and make work calls, and you're going to sit here and read, or, you know, you're allowed your iPad for half an hour. That structure is very, very, very important. And that also means going to bed at the same time, at the good time, and getting up at the right time. You know, just because we're in lockdown, it doesn't mean they can watch films until
I got into bed
9
last
o'clock.
night, obviously after dancing us. It was quite late. Chester walks in and goes, I just wanted to give you a hug. And I was like, Chester, it's like 10 o'clock. You need to go to sleep. He went, well, you're still awake. And I was like, I'm 40 nearly. You're 6.
I love that I was in bed and asleep before Chester.
I know.
I go to bed earlier and earlier every night. It was 8:30
is
the other
hard,
night.
though.
Oh, my goodness, it's only 8:30. I can't be here in bed. Rewards.
That'd be for dancing on ice. I wouldn't have got up.
I was going to say that's a slippery slope, but it literally quite it is.
Control
Rewards.
snacking.
Oh, control snacking, absolutely. That's really hard. I've made a rod for my own back. We're all at home, and suddenly I've started doing lunch for everybody. And everyone's capable of making lunch for themselves, but at 1 o'clock it's, oh, what are we having? Why are we doing this? So if your child normally has a packed lunch, pack it the night before. Get ready. Pack their snacks in little bags and make sure that, yes, thank you, there's a little son of the deputy editor.
Lucas.
Packing his lunchbox.
Sweet.
Pack it all the night before, and then when they're sitting there having their lunch, you can get the other stuff done. You can put a wash on. You can make your work calls, because you cannot work from home and school a child. It is physically impossible. I trained as a teacher, and the worst thing, so I am officially a teacher, although I didn't go and teach for more than about a year. The worst thing is that people think teaching is easy. Well, I hope that if anything comes out of this, it's a newfound respect for teachers. So controlling snacking. And then I think you've got to acknowledge that you're in this together. And if you can get through a day without losing your rag, without shouting and getting stressed, then I think that is a huge thing, because you have to designate between, you have to delineate between parent and teacher. And the teacher has expectations of quiet, calm, control, focus, concentration. And a parent is more about, love and share. And, you've got to keep those boundaries, because when they go back to school, it's very different. And if the child sees you as getting ranting and raving, a lot of people have said that it has ruined their relationship with their child, and that is the worst possible thing.
When it comes to the rewards, it was just something I thought of then. We used to have a point system with the girls. We never did pocket money, but we had a point system, and we had a little book with points in. And if you did something, then and they're like house points, really. I mean, you get points, but those points were worth something at the end of the month. So,
we did marbles in a jar.
Right. So
anything.
It's something like that. So right, okay. Well, you started on time. You finished it. You've done all the work. It's £5, and that 5 points, and that could equate to sort of 5p at the end of the week, or 10p, or screen time. Or something. Not that that's hard to
no
control
matter
now.
how small, incentivise everything. I'm a really strong believer in that.
Well done. 5
Even if they are
points,
sitting down. You know what? You sat on your chair for the whole of that lesson and you didn't get up once. Go and put a lovely marble in the jar, or put a
Does
post-it
this work
on
for
the
parents
fridge.
too, with wine at the end of the day?
Use that, and you drank that bottle of wine really well tonight.
Do you know what? These are good tips here. Steph's got in touch and says, my 5-year-old keeps asking me when it was time for a snack, so I stuck stickers on the clock so that he knows when snack time is. He can't tell the time, but he waits for the hour hand to get to snack time.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Kimberly says, I give my son £1 at the end of the day. Then at the end of the week, he has enough money to top up his Xbox. He's saving to buy a new game, gives him an incentive to do the work.
That's
and
a win-win,
also to keep
isn't it?
focused.
This is a win-win, Sam says. A subscription for weekly wine deliveries.
Oh,
That
with you
works.
there. That was dry January for me, so that wouldn't
What a
do
plan.
it. But yeah.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, thank you. That was very good. Thank you very much.